228 attendees pre-registered. 28 of those were my staff, so 200 attendees registered, and I went, "Hi, Lindsay, I'm going to need more hotel space." So we added as many rooms as we could to get our hands on that wasn't being taken up by other groups. And then I went, okay, all right, statistically, conventions, pre-reg is like maybe 30 to 50%. All right, so maybe we'll get like 300 people. Well, like I said.
Well, we did get 300.
Well, we did hit 300 at some point. So, you know, I'm sitting there going, you know, all right, it'll be cool if we get 300, and we'll do that. And over the weekend, they were feeding me numbers. They were saying, we have this many, we have this many, we have this many, and then they stopped. They wouldn't tell me how many people we had anymore. So what are we at? We're not telling you. Okay? So now I'm going to find out with you guys. I don't know. I'm going to find out with you guys what our attendance was at.
I don't know. My assistant, Turtle, has the number for me.
Yeah, Turtle!
The number we have is 473.
I wanted to be the one to say that number so bad, but Turtle really deserved to say that because he had my back all the way through this convention. He was there for me all the way through, and I would not have been able to do it without him.
Now, my understanding is that Shortwave rolled in here 2 minutes before registration, said, "Oh, hell no." And he was actually badge number 473. That is phenomenal and exceeded my expectations for what was going to happen with this convention by leaps and bounds. And I honestly, even though we had a few snafus here and there, which I'm sure some of you will probably let us know about in a little bit, even though we had a few snafus here and there, it was a phenomenal weekend. And I can only hope, based on what I've been hearing, that you guys have had a really awesome time and that you will be back next year, because we will be here next year. And I'm thinking the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. Until you guys like just stop coming, I guess. I don't know.
You did it to yourself.
Never happen until we die.
All right, yeah. Until we die.
Remember this, boy. You wanted this.
This is true. Kage didn't warn me. When we were first starting this up, because I've been on convention staffs for like 10 years. I've always done security, medical, things like that. The highest I've ever been is like a department head and stuff like that. And so when I started planning this, and I was like, okay, so what do I need to do to be a con chair? And I'm like, okay, well, I'll go to the con chair of the biggest furry convention in the world. Uncle Kage, what do I do as a con chair? He goes, you don't.
You look pretty and let everybody else do the work.
No, what he really said was, you walk around and hold a glass of wine and just, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Has anybody got some wine in the house? There you go. There you go. Take that down, Kage. All right. No, really, honestly, what he truly did say was he said, what he said to me was, he said, first of all, are you really sure you want to do this? It is very hard. It is very difficult. It will be lots of sleepless nights. You will have attendees that will hate you. You will have attendees that will love you. You will have attendees that would rather kick you in the head. And he told me, and he basically went through to explain to me some of the little basics of nuances, and after about 30 seconds he said, just go read my website. And I said, okay. And so I just went from there. And like I said, here we are. So, 473 attendees. Has Art Slave gotten any numbers on the charity yet?
Yes, I have those numbers.
You have those numbers. Okay, so let's see what the charity donations did. Somebody want to do a drum roll? Oh wow. Okay. It's a nice even number. That is a very nice even number. And so apparently so far in the charity, and I say so far because I'm going to ask you guys something here in a minute. So far we have raised $2,000 for Frisky's Wildlife Sanctuary. And that is awesome. And the last thing I'm going to say, the last thing before we get rolling here on other stuff here is that the reason why I say so far is because, now I'm not going to give you my badge, don't freak out here. But my badge was printed with number 1, but if you look at the back, it also was a mistake. It was not supposed to be number 1. I said I want to be number 2. And the reason why I said I wanted to be number 2 is because I wanted you guys to have the chance to have badge number 1 for year 1 of Furthermore 1. And we are going to make that happen. As far as I'm concerned, this is staff badge 1. Do you guys want to auction attendee badge number 1?
Yes!
Okay. It will be personalized. It has not been printed yet. So whoever wins this auction will get badge number 1 of Furthermore 1 printed with their name or whatever they want on it, as long as it's not inappropriate.